I generally, as a rule, don't disclose to people that don't need to know. And that's most people. A lot of people don't need to know. I will disclose to loved ones, to like people I'm in a relationship with, my girlfriend, of course.
Often the hardest part about disclosure is talking to a sexual partner. But if you can, I always find that if you can do some role play, like we could sit here and talk about how you might disclose someone, where that might be. The other option might be if you feel comfortable that you want to bring your partner in to a clinic visit. And we can sit down and do that together.
What's recently helped me was kind of figuring out what support groups was out there where I was able to feel extremely comfortable and talk about my past and talk about what I went through.
Disclosing to my girlfriend the first time was on our first date, and I was really nervous. I was really scared to do it. But I also knew that I would feel worse if I didn't disclose to her and I wasn't being honest with her about it, because she's negative and she had some questions. She was a little scared. She's never had experience with HIV or dated anyone with HIV before, but she was also very open-minded to learning about it, and she's comfortable with being with me.
There are people who are not going to cope as well, or don't understand, or are fearful. So I think being informed and knowing where to go for support, and realizing that it's something that's going to happen over time. And actually, as you disclose, it actually gets easier over time. What I have found in talking to many of my patients is that if you wait too long into the relationship, then it becomes more stressful and it becomes more difficult. The earlier you tell, it ends up having a better outcome.
Since I was diagnosed in 2005, I've had a few years to figure out the best way to disclose my status. And I have found, because of the way that I was told, or not told rather, that being upfront with it is the best policy. If I had a magic wand and I could go back to the days before I had HIV, I would encourage him so much to just be honest and to be open with me and to tell me his status, because I fully feel that the love that I had for him would have conquered all. It wouldn't have mattered to me what his status was. I would have loved to have worked on a way to protect each other and to take care of one another, but it was too late by the time that I found out.
When people disclose to their partners, it's important, I think, to have a good source of information. How HIV is transmitted, sexual practices that are probably higher risk for transmission, how to prevent transmission to your partner.
I knew for a while, shortly after I first met him, that as long as your partner is adherent to their medication, then everything is going to be fine.
As long as you stay with undetectable viral load, then it's a really, really low chance of passing it.
You can have a baby, you can do whatever you want.
I advise to somebody with HIV, I would encourage with open arms and an open heart that they tell their partner first and foremost, and that they have that conversation. There is no shame. Get rid of that fear and just love yourself and learn to live with it and learn to educate and the people around you that love you as well.